So, Tom, what would you say is the most urgent challenge for an organization today, for business?
Well, I'm not sure whether there is a general answer to this. It depends on in which situation a certain company is, which size the company is, which sector it's working in. But in general, there is a lot of change going on outside in the world, in society, in science, in IT, which is one of the most fast or rapidly changing industry we are in, which has a big impact on most of the companies. And this change became faster and faster if we look at the past 300 years. 250, 300 years ago, it went step by step, and developments took some time, some decades, until they really took place. And in the last 30 years, for instance, this change happened much faster and also much more dramatically. It had influences on different industries in a way maybe we just think of that, but we don't have a full understanding how much we have to change and to adapt to the IT revolution that is currently going on since 10, 15 years, and how the cell phones and the computer are changing our life and also our business models as such. So, all in all, this rapid change outside in the world, in society, has to be mirrored in the company, in their organizations, and to have the right balance of stability and also adaptability. That seems to be the overall or the overarching problem we have to face and we have to deal with, besides many other aspects in detail.
How would you support an organization, a business, in order to do so?
First of all, ask a lot of questions, because a consultant comes from outside. He is not in the day-to-day business of a certain company or of an organization. And for this, first of all, you have to learn as a consultant. And by asking questions, you're opening up rooms. You're creating some spaces where your counterparts, your people you think with together, where they could think about their own situation in a different way. If you ask good questions, they would be challenged in a way that they say, okay, this is something we didn't think about before, and therefore this opens up a new room, and you can look into different aspects of your business, and that is the first thing I would do, and I usually do. And that also helps me to understand, am I the right person to help this company, or do I have to say, sorry, in this area I'm not competent, I'm not a professional, you have to ask somebody else. Maybe I can help with a reference to somebody else, or I have to say, I'm sorry, this is not my business, or this is not an approach I can follow. If you want to do this or that, then this is not my thinking and my conviction, then I would say no. And that is important for me, that I can just take work. I'm convinced that I can add some value to the problems or to the clients I'm working with. If I cannot do that, then I just don't take that task.
And then after asking questions?
Well, then we have to see, okay, what should be the approach? How far are you with your work? Have you tried certain approaches? Did they fail? Why did they fail? Have you had some contact with consultants? What kind of methodologies or processes do you have in place? How do you work currently? What is the reason why certain things are not working? Do you know the reason? Do we have to do some research on that? What do you think could be the direction of the work, and why do you think that? All these questions come in, and then we look around. We talk to other people in the company. We talk to clients, to suppliers, to really get the full picture of the current situation. And then we have to make decisions and to say, okay, we do this, we do that first, then this could follow. Then we have to see how certain approaches and interventions are working, and from there we can continue and might have to adjust the path we're going, depending on the results that are to be seen in the organization.
And then you offer trainings or consultancy, coaching. What can you offer? What are your offers?
Yes, consultancy is the major of my work, but from time to time it's good to have a training to just inform some people or to discover together with some people in a company or in an open training about certain aspects, whether it's transformation work, whether it's learning organization or leadership or some innovation work, all these topics. And then they can get a feel what my approach is, what my thinking with this is, and what different concepts are available, and what could fit for the current company and for their problems at hand. And then from there, they also have an impression how I work together with them, not only just giving training and pushing a lot of knowledge on them, but also working together with them to help them to discover certain aspects, to play with certain topics, and to include art, to go out on the playground and discover and watch children, how they work with each other, and to discover these dynamics where you can learn a lot from for your own company and for your work with your teams. All these kind of approaches I try to do, which is more or less a modern learning approach, and which is also taken and used in university where I'm a lecturer from time to time.